Welcome back, everybody. I figured since it's been months since I've done a Q&A, I would do another just to answer any pending questions that you guys have, something that I may have missed in the comments. It's really been difficult to get to all the comments lately because there have been so many comments. I mean, we just hit 40,000 subscribers in under 6 months. That is amazing to me, and these videos are doing so well. You guys are so active, and I cannot thank you enough. So I figured I would take some time out of my day to answer the questions that you guys have for me. I asked you guys to ask me questions over on Instagram, so if you missed that, there will be another one at some point in the near future, but I wanted to do this today. I also have some housekeeping, and I'm going to use this video to get some of that out of the way. There are winners for giveaways that I haven't picked yet or announced yet. If you have won something from a comment giveaway in some of the past videos, I've reached out to everybody who's won, and you will hear from me there. I'm not going to announce those here. The bigger giveaway, like the EDC weekly giveaways, I need to redraw a winner for the October giveaway and one for the November giveaway. So the October giveaway, what actually happened is I drew a winner live on one of the last live streams I did, and I never heard from the guy. It dawned on me several weeks later, hey, I never actually sent out that October giveaway, and I reached back out to him, and that email actually went to his spam folder. When I did get in touch with him, his name is Levi Young, he was kind enough to say, send that to somebody who needs it, pick a new winner, tell them I said Merry Christmas, I've got all the stuff I need. So Levi, you're a stud, thank you for doing that. I need to draw a new winner for the October giveaway, so let's do that. I have everything set up, ready to go here. This right here is the October giveaway. I've got all this stuff squared away, so all I need to do is copy all of these names and move it over to the random name picker and paste. And to select a winner, all I have to do is pick a random name and boom, Dante something. Dante Man? All right, anyway, that's gonna be the winner for the October giveaway, so I will reach out to Dante for that. For the November giveaway, I again have everything set up right here. I just need to select all of these names, which is removing all the duplicates and adding a second entry for anybody who was featured here on the channel, over on Instagram, or over on the website. And clear out this list and paste and click pick a random name. So the winner for the November giveaway is Maxime Garmin, I believe is how that's pronounced. I'll be in touch with you as well. So congratulations to both of you. I will be in touch about you getting your whole package. And again, if you have not submitted yet for the EDC Weekly this month, then you're not entered to win. So you will need to submit again. That will put you in the running for a Big Idea Design TPT, a Hitch and Timber card caddy, a Yellow Birch Outfitters pocket organizer, a Keysmart rugged, a Griffin pocket tool, and a Rovivon Aurora flashlight, as well as stickers and other goodies. So if you haven't, be sure to submit your EDC again for December so you're entered in that giveaway. All right, with that said and that out of the way, it's time to answer your questions. Here we go. I am going to apologize ahead of time because I'm not going to be able to get to all of these. There were so many questions, but I'm also in my Discord. So if you have not actually signed up for the Discord or joined our Discord server, I'm always in there. So if I miss your question, you can come in there and ask me. I'm pretty much always active in there. First up, let's go all the way to the very beginning. And I saw this question yesterday. It kind of made me chuckle a little bit. The first question is, can I trust EDC Alabama? Yes, you can. Matt is a very trustworthy guy. He does awesome work. I sent him this. I actually bought this on Amazon and sent this directly to his address. He customized it for me and sent it straight back to me. He's just a stand-up guy. He's one of those out there that I would put in the same class as John Smith or 875 FPS or Brassworks. They're just killer guys helping make this community awesome. Next up from K.IHDE, out of all the gear, how much was given to you and how much did you buy? That is a fantastic question and I don't even know how to begin answering it. A lot of stuff has been given to me. A lot of stuff, which is good because when I started, if you check out the EDC video I did right before I launched the Best Aim EDC, you will see that some of the gear I had wasn't so great and I didn't have any really nice stuff. And to make a channel like this and for me to show you all these different products, it's very difficult to get them if companies don't provide them to me. And it is a mutually beneficial situation. If they can provide me some gear, I feature their products, talk about them, And then in the future, if I keep that product, I can keep that to do a comparison with a similar product down the line. But like with all these Olight flashlights, most of the Olight flashlights I have been sent to me from Olight, but now I can show you all of them side by side, how they stack up. And that's the whole point. I've got this catalog of EDC gear that I can now pull from and say, hey, this thing is very similar to this. But I have purchased a lot of stuff myself, like this. This right here is my personal PM2. The custom work done by EDC Alabama is, he did this work for me for free. However, I bought the knife and the scales, and that alone made this like $180, $190 knife. So I have put some money into my own EDC, and I've bought several things since I started the channel, but I would say the vast majority of the stuff has been provided to me in exchange for making videos or featuring a product or promoting a deal or something like that. And the thing is, free gear doesn't pay the bills. So as nice as it is to get a lot of free stuff, it doesn't pay the bills. Next up from Trickster Lucas, how does your significant other take your gear fancies? She rolls her eyes if I talk about gear outside of work, which is, work really has taken over my life. But if I talk to her when I'm not working about EDC stuff, she really just doesn't care, rolls her eyes. But she's also happy that I'm making a living doing this, and I'm actually happy doing what I do for a living. I've had some pretty cool jobs, and it's crazy to complain about any of the things that I've been able to do for the last 10 years, but I've been miserable in a lot of the work that I've done just because I don't care about tech as much as I used to, and having to write about something you don't care about every single day, it wears on you. Being creative on demand for years wears on you. So she's happy that I'm happy. Enrique's Garb says, what's the most expensive EDC item you own, and do you feel like you got your money's worth? This kind of ties into the previous question about how much I've purchased and how much I've not. I have put about $190 into this Paramilitary 2. Yeah, I really think I got my money's worth. It's a fantastic knife. The most expensive thing, however, is probably the Sheepdog, which I did not pay for. Kaiser sent me the Sheepdog and the Feist. And this would probably be the most expensive thing, I think. A $205 knife, $204. Atomic Raul says, what do you think about slip joints and what headphones do you use? Very, very good question. Slip joints, I did not really like slip joints to begin with, but when you're looking at something like a Benchmade proper, it's hard not to like a slip joint. I like this knife a whole lot. I didn't originally like it that much. But man, it's grown on me a lot. And also slip joints like the custom Swiss Army knives that I've been rocking. I love them now. What headphones do I use? Jaybird runs for my Bluetooth earbuds, and for my active noise canceling, I use Sony XM3s. Hunter Benbrook says, thoughts on the G-Shock triple sensor Rangeman watches? I have no thoughts on it because I've never used one or even seen one really. Matt Kotluski says, thoughts on traditional knives I see most with no pocket clips and two hands to open. Are you a fan? And that does bring up this again. The one thing I wish this knife had, the Benchmade proper, is a pocket clip. But carrying it in a slip, like I've been doing with the titanium Swiss Army knife, it kind of makes up for it. I don't necessarily feel like I need a pocket clip. I don't mind having to open a knife with two hands. Jacob Goodrich says, what does EDC mean to you? The gear that you carry in your pockets every single day. It does not have to be anything in particular. It doesn't mean you have to have a gun, which I've been getting so many comments about lately, about me not having a gun and running an EDC channel. You don't need a gun. EDC was originally a concealed carry community. It was started in law enforcement and concealed carry, but really everybody has an everyday carry. Your mom has an everyday carry. My sister, I do, my cousins, everybody has an everyday carry, which is why when I showed up for Thanksgiving this year, everybody was like, wow, I didn't know that was a thing, but now they're kind of interested in it. So it's growing, it's expanding beyond the concealed carry community, and everybody has something that they carry every day. Victorinox or Leatherman? If I had to choose one moving forward forever, it would be Leatherman without a doubt, because the Leatherman Wave is like, it's like the tool. Oh, here we go. EDC Arizona says, who is your favorite custom knife maker and which model? I don't even know where to begin on that. Actually, the more I look into knives and get into knives, it's just this never-ending pit of knives. Not a bad thing. It's just, there are so many, it's hard to know them all. No idea. But if I had to choose one, I mean, everybody pretty much knows by now that the Nirvana is one of my Grail knives. Peter Vicente is the one that designed the Nirvana, so I would probably have to say him. And his custom Nirvana, like this one right here, this is a really, really nice Nirvana, and it's made with S60V steel. So Nirvana is still probably one of my favorite blade shapes, and that's the one I'd have to go with, I think. Anderson Fader says, how long have you been making YouTube videos? About 7 years, I believe. I think my first video was in 2013, maybe 2012. I don't know, but professionally, 7 years, give or take. Yeah, I started with Phone Dog back in the day, moved over to Pocket Now, and then I moved to CNET, and now here I am, and I've had my other channel, Modern Outdoor Dweller, which was previously just Mod. I had that since 2014, so I've been making videos a while. What would you recommend for an EDC pin? My favorite pin for EDC, I don't have it on me. Actually, yeah, I do, it's right here, is the TI Pocket Pro EDC from Big Idea Design. They did not pay me to say that. They did send me this, but I love this pin. It's just quick, 1-2 turns, it's open, close it back up, and I don't know, it's just compact, it's easier to write with, it holds 75 plus inserts. I just like it better than the Fisher Space Pin Bullet. Conrad asks, best inexpensive knife? Ooh, I think right now my favorite cheap knife is the CRKT Polar. It is the 8CR13 MOV steel, but again, that's gonna suffice for most people, most cutting tasks. You're just gonna have to sharpen it a little more often. No harm, no foul. Middle Market Pledge says, what are the best 2 or 3 thin wallets? The most recent addition to my EDC, as far as wallets go, is the Toolcard Pro from Lever Gear. It is extremely thin. It is the thinnest wallet I have ever used, and this thing surprised me. I like it a lot. The other thinnest that I haven't been carrying since I got this one, but the one I was carrying before, honestly, I like it just as much, is the Cave Leather Co. Anderson wallet. This is really, really thin, really nice. And I love, love, love this Autumn Harvest leather from him. Andrew_Nomad says, did you buy your very first knife or was it given to you, and at what age? My very first knife was given to me. My dad took me to a hardware store in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I don't remember the name of the hardware store, but anyway, we went in, he said, pick out your knife. I picked out a Barlow knife and he bought that for me at like 6, 7, I might've been 5. I don't even remember, but I carried that thing in my pocket everywhere and almost every single day until I was much, much older. As long as I wasn't going to school, that knife was in my pocket. Give away that knife, LOL, but yes, people keep asking me to give away this custom Polar, and maybe I will. Maybe I will. Even if it's not this one, I might have Matt from EDC Alabama make another one of those to give away, because I like having that little pocket logo on there. But look how good that pocket logo turned out. I've carried this knife, so it's a little, you can see that it's a little scuffed up. Look how nice that is. Do you use any kind of conditioning treatment on all of your leather? Really, the only leather that I truly condition is my boots, and I use mink oil on those and saddle soap, but I've never had a wallet like this dry out, and I don't like how it darkens the leather up so much. Whereas my boots, the oil will darken them up, but it'll also weatherproof them pretty well. But then once they dry out, they lighten back up. I've never had a wallet dry out. What do I think about the Gun Deck wallet? That's from Tomer_Michael. The Gun Deck wallet is fantastic. It's really, really thin as well. Not quite as thin as the Anderson wallet. We got one over there that I've been using off and on for years. But I love the design. If I were to choose one now from Dassault Mer, it would probably be the Topsider, which is the same as the Gun Deck, but it opens vertically instead of horizontally. EDC recommendations for electrical engineers. I don't know, get yourself a Leatherman. This is like the quintessential engineer tool. Para 3 or 4, I think you're asking Para 2 or Para 3. I chose Paramilitary 2 because it's a little larger and I like the design a little better of the Paramilitary 2. The Paramilitary 3, I don't know, the blade just doesn't look like it's for the right handle or something. There was just something a little off about the Para 3 that I didn't like super, super well. And also, when I was buying mine, the copper Flytanium scales for the Para 3 were not available, but the Para 2 were, so it really just cemented my decision. Dan D'Onofrio, what do you think is the best minimalist wallet out there? Man, honestly, if you want to go true minimalism, this right here. Lever Gear did not pay me or anything. They gave me this because I was there and they put my logo on it, which was really cool of them. But this right here is about as minimal as it gets. The only thing you can do more minimal than this is probably a rubber band. So if you want true minimalism, even if you don't care anything about these tools, the 40 or so tools that I will probably never use, This right here as a money clip is very, very minimal, but just know that you're only going to be able to get about maybe 6, at most 7 cards in here. I think I have 4 cards and an insurance card, which is very, very thin. I have my fishing license and maybe 4 or 5 bills folded up. If you want something leather, again, the Anderson wallet is very thin, or the Wally Micro from the Steel Union. That is also a very minimal wallet. Any gift recommendations for this holiday season? Items that you like the most? Mostly stuff that I've already talked about here on the channel, I would say. This is probably the only thing I haven't really talked about much. It's new, and I think it's a really neat idea. Instead of a Fisher Space Pen bullet, if you know somebody who would rather write with a pencil, this is the Travelers Company Midori. This is their bullet pencil, which is a really neat concept. So you can pull this out when you're done with it and put a new one in. It looks like a bullet casing, and you also have the eraser, which when you're done with that, you can put a new one in. And if you don't like the pocket clip, you can take the pocket clip off, so it is a little more streamlined. But yeah, I think most of the stuff that I would recommend I've already talked about on the channel or will talk about in the very near future. The other thing, one of the most recent additions to my own personal EDC is the Leatherman Micro. I found this on sale at Academy Sports for like 20 bucks, and it's been a really nice addition. What do you think about Benchmade Proper? I would like to buy one for Christmas. Already talked about it. I love it. If I were to choose one myself, this one was sent to me by a subscriber named Oliver. If I were to choose one myself, I would choose the micarta scales with the clip point blade because it just looks really nice. One knife to carry for the rest of your life. Ooh. That's tough. If I had to choose a knife specifically, right there. Custom copper Swiss Army knife. It's got the multiple tools and the scissors. If you're talking specifically just a knife and not a multi-tool, if I can squeeze in and go on a technicality that this has a knife on it, I'd say Leatherman Wave. If not, I'd say Paramilitary 2. What's the best budget EDC pen? Honestly, probably your Fisher Space Pen bullet. If you play your cards right, you can find them on sale for like 12 bucks, and they're really impossible to beat for that price. There was a pen back in the day from Zebra. I think it was like a modified F-301 that you could flip around. It was like a space pen and that it nested into the rear casing. If you can still find those, that would be a really good budget option. Have I ever carried a fixed blade? No. How is your voice so nice? It's very Kermity, I hear, but I don't know. Best budget-friendly EDC piece you can't live without. I don't know if this counts for what you're talking about, but a magnetic breakaway for your keychain. I don't think I'll ever go without one of these now. This is from Dustin Bean or Urban Carvers over on Etsy. This thing is 12-pound magnets on either side, and it takes quite a bit of force to get that key off there. So I would say probably that. What's the first piece of EDC gear you would recommend to someone new to the EDC world? Probably a slimmer wallet. Most people I see carrying wallets, they're carrying like these really thick wallets. They have every card they've ever had in the wallet, stuff that's expired by 5 years. They have every business card, every loyalty card, receipts. They have so much in their wallets. And if I were to recommend anything, I would recommend a much slimmer wallet to most newcomers to the EDC world. All right, I've got to skip forward. There are so many. I'm gonna scroll through these and pick some that jump out at me. What do you think about the Casio PAG Pathfinder? For me, it's an awesome watch. It has a thermometer. Yeah, it's probably my favorite watch. I want it in titanium because they sell it in titanium. What's up with the last giveaway? Just been busy. I'm going through all of those. I will take care of all of the giveaway stuff today. How are you liking the snow in NC? It's really just ice. North of us, where I grew up in Winston-Salem, they got a lot of snow. Here in Charlotte, we typically only ever get ice. Remains true. We got mostly ice and sleet. Silver Jaguar says, not much a question, just that I appreciate what you do for the EDC community. Thank you, man. Thank you, and I appreciate what all of you are doing as well. Could you do a lineup with bit tools of some sort? Yeah, I'm acquiring stuff to do a bunch of different roundups, and that stuff just takes time. Have I ever been to Smoky Mountain Knife Works? I have not, but I have been trying to get in touch with them or considering reaching out to them to get in touch and maybe work together, but I would like to go out there and visit. It's only about 4 hours away, so it's definitely on the docket for next year. Is EDC an addiction? I can't speak for you, but for me, I can't say it's an addiction, it's work for me now, but for a lot of people, I think it is an addiction. There are people who have shared their EDCs with me, and they have like 15 knives and 30 watches and Yeah, in an EDC picture. It's not technically an EDC, but they can't choose what they carry, so they share it all. For those people, it's definitely an addiction, but I think it's just a hobby. I think for more people, it's just a hobby. Who do you like more, Kaiser or Spyderco? If I had to choose one that I would only buy from exclusively moving forward, probably Spyderco, but Kaiser, I mean, this right here is still one of my favorite knives ever. The Sheepdog is just, it's awesome. It is out of this world. I love it. I think it's time for a custom Nirvana after the custom PM2. Ooh, I don't have that kind of money, man. Custom Nirvana is like $600, $700, $800, maybe over $1,000. That's a big ask, man. Are you a NASCAR fan? I'm not. I am in the NASCAR nation, like I am in NASCAR country here, but I am not a fan. What's your favorite premium folder to EDC right now? It's PM2. Are you a fan of Scotch? And if so, what is your favorite? I absolutely am. Lagavulin 16. It's the best. It's my favorite. I love it, and I cherish it anytime I get to drink it. If I can't drink Lagavulin, I typically go with Lafroig or Ardbeg. You have a two-parter here. Now that you've gotten a chance to handle higher-end knives via the new channel, have you gotten any closer to the insanity multiple $200+ knives? It creeps up on you, trust me. And yeah, I've had the Sheepdog, which again is a $204 knife. Nothing beyond that. That's the most expensive knife I believe I have. When are you gonna have a meetup? Soon. I would like to do it sometime at the beginning of the year. So Charlotte area, keep an eye out if you want to come. I'm going to be doing something there soon. If you could only carry one torch or knife, it would probably be my knife, because I do have a flashlight on here that can be used even if I don't really like it, or if it's not as helpful as a flashlight, it's still there. What's a good car key holder? I'm feeling like I'm lacking in that department. I like black, by the way. This thing is really neat because if you do have a fob, you can use this to hold your house keys and you can attach your fob to the back. Of course, I have a truck key as well, but this is the ultimate keychain from Cave Leather Co. Do you still like to go fishing? Not long ago, you've been really into it, but you haven't mentioned it in a minute. Yeah, I do love fishing. I've just not had a chance to go. I haven't been camping since like March. I have a camping YouTube channel. It is December 10th, and I haven't been camping since March. So miserable. I want to go camping so bad. Do you have a Benchmade knife instead of the proper? No, but I would really like to try the 940. What EDC knife do you find in your pocket more than any other? If we can count the TPT, I carry a TPT slide or TPT every single day. So I'd have to say this, but if we're not counting that, then probably the Paramilitary 2. Have you ever met a fan in person? If so, how did it happen? Much love from Massachusetts. Yeah, I've met several fans in person. Only one since I started the Best Damn EDC, but I've met several over the years when I was doing Pocket Now stuff and CNET stuff. There's a guy downtown Concord who recognized me for my work at CNET and Pocket Now, but there's also a guy at the Starbucks on University in Stanleyville or Winston-Salem, and I walked in and he's like, "Hey, you're Best Damn EDC." Sometimes it can be very awkward. That encounter was not all of them are awkward, but sometimes it can definitely, it can get that way. I've had people follow me to my car, which got a little weird. What key covers organizers do you recommend? I like this ultimate keychain from Cave Leather, but also the KeySmart Rugged in titanium is probably my favorite. And I do like the key bar. It's just, I'm working on like making it work for me. I don't know that the copper key bar is the one for me. It's very heavy. Will you have a Best Damn EDC 2018 vote for the Best Damn EDCs of 2018? Maybe. You carry an EDC bag? If so, what's in it? Not really. I do have this bag, which it's unzipped, so stuff might fall out of it. Ugh. This is from Meta, and it is the, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but this bag from Meta is really nice. Meta Threads. This was sent to me by the same guy that sent the Benchmade Proper, the Gerber Flat Iron, and a few other things. Really neat bag, about 5 billion pockets in it, and I've been carrying that pretty much every day since it arrived. Love your channel. Does anyone make a leather belt holster that will fit 3 tools? So I'm currently wearing the Tale of Knives belt loop organizer, or whatever you want to call it. It holds a flashlight and a knife. He also has one called the Tuxedo, which has an attachment on the outside that will also hold a pin. So that's 3 technically. But if you want something that will hold like 2 knives or something, I don't think he makes that. I don't know, I'd have to look it up, but check out Tale of Knives. When did you get into knives and EDC? I've been into knives and this sort of stuff my whole life, but professionally, or as far as like doing this full time, I started this channel in June. EDC Weekly, which I started you know, back in 2015, 2016, and I did my first EDC video in 2014. So that gives you some perspective maybe. Looking for a front pocket wallet suggestion, minimalist, not folding, and leather. This or the Wally Micro from Distill Union. So the Cave Leather Co., Anderson Wallet, or Distill Union Wally Micro. What made you want to start Best Damn EDC, and why do I love your vids so much? What made me want to start it was really just people started sending me their submissions after I made my EDC video. And this was before the Best Damn EDC. This was when I started the EDC Weekly. People just started sending me their EDCs, and I was like, I need to do something with these. So I made the show to feature the best ones sent to me, and it just kind of grew from there. And the Best Damn EDC, like, I had killed the EDC Weekly because it had started tapering off and people weren't as interested in it as they were when I first started it. And then people continually asked me to bring it back. I decided to bring it back, but I wanted to do it right, so I put it on its own channel. And I don't know why you love my videos so much, but thank you. Great Eastern Cutlery review one. I would love to. I've been eyeing a Great Eastern Cutlery and Lion Steel knives for quite a while. What's your current EDC? I just made a video on that. Can I have that knife? Thank you. No. Do you have a Grail knife? If so, what is it? The Spyderco Nirvana. Most of you know that's probably one of my Grail knives, but also the Grayman Satu, but a specific Grayman Satu is the one that EDC Alabama sold because he put a Spidey hole in it, and that just made that knife amazing. Do you like the Benchmade 940? Can't say, but I'd like to have one. Where can I get the knife on the picture? Amazon, CRKT Pilar, but you have to send it to EDC Alabama to have it copper washed. What do you think about the Rake P801 budget knife? I don't know anything about Rake knives other than I'd like to try them, so there's that. I think it's also part of Phoenix. So Phoenix Lights owns the Rake budget knife lineup, I think. Last one is from my girlfriend, Monica Falula. Are you excited to be a dad? Yes, I am. And I can't wait to show you guys how my EDC changes once I have a little critter running around the house. Probably a bandolier of bottles and diapers and wipes and who knows what. Anyway, thank you guys for sending me all those questions. I know I didn't get to all of them. There were just so many questions. Again, if I missed your question, you can try to ask me down in the comments down below and I will try to get to it, or you can join the Discord and just chat with me there. I'm always there talking to a bunch of people. It's a very active community, so please consider joining the Discord. If you liked the video and you found it helpful, hit that thumbs up button below and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. And if you want to support the show, there will be links to some of my favorite products down below. Click those links. If you purchase anything, it gives us a kickback, but you can also support the channel by going to patreon.com/bestdamnedc. You can find us around the web on Twitter and Instagram at bestdamnedc. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at Casper Tech. And until next time, carry on.